guess I'll just go ahead and get started. Um, Freshman year. Well, let's start out right at the beginning. Um, Freshman year was a big change for me. I went from being at a really small junior high going to I mean, it's a small high school, yeah, but compared to my junior high, which had like 200 kids, going to a school that had like 600 kids was a big change for me. Freshman year was, both freshman and sophomore year, I would say were pretty similar. I don't think that there was any massive change in me from like academics wise or my personal growth or my view of others and stuff like that. Um, by the end of freshman year, I would say I probably had one of the biggest academic growths. Um, Both freshman and sophomore year, I would say, were where I had the most massive academic improvement. Um, I took three math courses over the course of those 2 years. Um, all the math and English and science skills that I learned from those 2 years, I still kind of remember and use to this day, especially math and English. My writing improved tremendously. Um, my math skills improved tremendously. My science skills improved tremendously. I would say over the course of those 2 years, I had the biggest academic improvement, personal growth wise. Um, I mean, I was known around Orchid Academy for the kid who wore a Trump hat and stuff like that. Um, you know, Starting the school year, I was a little Trumpy. Ending those 2 school years, I was a Trumpy. That was who I was. I sparked a lot of debates. I was really controversial. Um, yeah, I mean, I was the MAGA kid. That's kind of who I was. Even seniors that didn't know me knew me as the MAGA kid. That's who I was. Um, Both in personal growth and in like my view of others was kind of the same. I was really arrogant. I saw myself as better than a lot of people. A lot of people hated me, and so I hated a lot of people. Um, all the stuff that I said and did, it was reflected in how I viewed others and how I viewed myself. I was really arrogant, but I was also extremely ignorant, and I just didn't realize that yet. Um, Going into junior year, I think I've mentioned it before. My pops died in 2017, and up until then, I thought that was going to be the worst year of my life. Um, and that definitely changed whenever I went through the year of 2020. Um, Junior year was definitely like the worst year of my life. I struggled a lot with suicide and depression. Um, my older brother, who was a massive influence on me, he left that year to go to college, and I was able to kind of think for myself for the first time ever. I never really had the time to be able to think for myself. I always, if I would hear about, abortion, I'd go to him. I'd be like, Tom, what's abortion? How should I feel about it? Or gun control. Tom, what's gun control? What should I think? How should I feel about it? Everything that I believed was really just a mimic of my older brother. My politics, my religious views, my views of the public school system, my views of everything. You know, it was all just a mimic of him. I didn't really have my own personal beliefs, and so when he left and I got to kind of sit and think about it for a while, I realized that my entire personality, everything that made up me, was just a mimic of him, and it caused me to have a massive mental breakdown during 2020. Um, Personal growth wise, I would say that I had one of the most massive changes ever. My politics changed, my views of others changed, my religious views changed. Everything changed for me after that mental breakdown. My views of women changed. I realized that I was a major sexist and I objectified a lot of women. And, when I realized that, it was one of the most shitty times of my life to realize that I have hurt a lot of people. Um, you know, I didn't really care that I had offended a lot of people with my beliefs, but I cared more that I hurt a lot of people. Like, I genuinely hurt a lot of people because of who I was. And so I had, my views of others, my views of women, my views of everybody changed a lot and it improved a lot. And I started to be a lot more empathetic and a lot more sensitive towards a lot of people that up until then I had never been empathetic or sympathetic for. Um, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about academic improvement from my junior year. I cheated my ass off that entire school year. I did not try once. Every single homework, every single test, I cheated on. I'm going to be completely honest. I did. I didn't learn anything that school year. My academics did not improve. I don't think that they deteriorated in any way, but they definitely didn't improve. Um, Going into senior year, my personal growth and view of others just got better and better. I was a lot less negative. I was a lot more positive. I had a lot more empathy for people. Um, I tried to spread a lot more love. I tried to be a lot more caring towards others. I tried to appreciate people in my life a lot more. Um, Senior year, I mean, there's been some ups and downs, of course. My mental health has gone up and down, yeah, but I would say it's been nothing but positive. My view of my academics, they've been kind of. I've maintained my academics. They haven't gotten any better or worse. They've kind of just stayed the same. My overall, to end this off, always like impact on me. I'm gonna be honest. It kind of sucked. High school kind of sucked for me. It was stressful. It was hard. I feel like there was not there. I I feel like a lot of schools in general don't really care about students, and so that was really hard for me. But I'd rate it a 5 out of 10. Um, yeah, I don't know. OA's overall impact on me was, I mean, it was kind of in between. I don't think it was super positive. I don't think it was super negative. I met a lot of great people, made a lot of great friends, and so I would say that's a big plus of it. But overall, it wasn't too great. Um, but yeah, that's my high school experience.